Hi, Mark Kent, Buckinghamshire County Council. Really interesting presentation. The thing that was striking me is that when I'm going down the motorway, the sign that I need to see is the sign that's the other side of the HGV, 9 times out of 10. So where are we in terms of, a lot of the stuff now is about in-car technology and in-car information, and I'm wondering what HE are thinking about how they're moving forward with that,
Absolutely.
how we're embracing that.
So we have a whole, so I mentioned professional technical solutions departments earlier, and they have a customer service director based in there as well, and they have whole swathes of people looking at open data and how we are going to use that to drive in-car experiences for customers on the network. So there's a huge amount of work going on there. Our recent event, a UK Highways event, we were talking with TomTom and Google and others with our Chief Information Officer, discussing exactly those things. Actually, how do we get less kit on the network and more kit in vehicles that actually talks to customers?
Furtado from Carillion. You talk about customers, but I wonder how many of the people driving around the network realise they are actually customers of Highways England, because to be a customer you usually pay something and people don't pay directly to go onto the road. So do they actually realise they are your customer?
So, do we want them to care that they know that they're our customer? We just want them to have a good customer experience. So you're right, the strategic road network's only part of a customer's journey, in truth, we could ready brake around Highways England roads and say you're having a great customer experience the minute you get on here to the minute you get off. But actually, we're really interested in their whole end-to-end experience. Sorry, I'm holding my hands up because to look at you, the lights in my eyes. So the whole end-to-end experience. So that's the point that I was making around actually we have to work with local highways authorities, we have to work with other transport coordinators, because actually just saying the journey stops and ends with Highways England, the customer's not interested. A road's a road, getting from A to B is getting from A to B. So actually we all need to be working together to make that experience an improved one.
Okay.
Hi, Dominic Brown from Highways Magazine. I was wondering about the smart motorways. There's obviously been some difficulties getting the message out there. What's the kind of next tactic for Highways England to make sure people know how to interact with the smart motorways? And just as a suggestion, have you thought about gamification? Playing a game, how people would react to it if it was a kind of game?
Yeah. So I'd say I don't know how far we've explored with gamification, but I do know we're doing a lot of media campaigning work around smart motorways, and we are looking obviously at the point at which drivers are first coming onto our network and exploring how we can introduce smart motorways into that startup experience of a driver as well. So yeah, there are challenges around it, but actually as we evolve more and more smart motorways, we are obviously in a better position to be able to explain to our customers what that driving experience is. So there's a lot of work that goes on around smart motorways, a lot of work going on around education pieces, lots of radio campaigning. We're doing some media activity, vehicle media activity, education pieces about how to behave safely in a smart motorways environment, Red X compliance. Trying to think of some other examples that I've seen relatively recently of the types of campaigns that are going out, but there is an awful lot of activity that we will start to see evolving over time in terms of educating road users on the use of smart motorways.
Gareth Elphick from Amy, steady driver, I guess.
Steady.
I think in last year's breakfast briefing, there was an example on the customer service idea or getting the customer feedback, and it was about variable message systems and whether people rather just get to the back of the roadworks quicker and not worry about being slowed up in advance. I'm guessing 2 points from that. One, obviously, if you have customers giving you different responses to that, obviously you can't serve both. But I guess overall, there must be times when what the customer thinks they want isn't going to help you actually manage the system, the network the best. I'm wondering how you sort of ask for customer feedback and then almost want to sometimes need to disregard it or try and get across the point that that's not going to help you.
Yeah, so that's the education piece, is we've got to get much better at having our dialogue with our customers so they understand how the network operates and how it operates for them. Safety is the number one priority at the end of the day, so irrespective if a customer says, well, it'd be really great to be able to travel around this network at 120 miles an hour and do whatever I like through roadworks and forget all your speed limits, and I dare say there are a number of customers out there that would quite quite happily have us say that. But in reality, we've got to balance those priorities against keeping customers safe and actually the network operating efficiently. So it comes back to actually we need to be doing so much more in terms of communicating and educating customers on how that network operates for them.
Peter Molyneux from Transport for the North, sort of experience both as a road user and somebody in the industry was sort of the M60 smart motorways. So speaking to friends and family, and you know, the frustration is you put a set of cones out for 4 years, no one seems to ever be working in the day. And I suppose the question is, and it's a challenge not just for you but for the industry, is how do we deliver the product quicker, smarter, and how do we keep the public engaged with what we're doing? And I think that is part of the education, I think, as an industry and for CIHT, but also for yourselves about that causation factor and what the benefits may be when it's finished.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, we've talked about keeping the public aware and making them understand why it takes so long and what the benefits are going to be at the end of that sort of difficult time of us disrupting the network. But actually, again, there is innovative work about developing offline solutions for construction so that actually it makes it quicker, looking at shorter bursts of work, but actually the experience might be a bit longer but at short patches of the network. So we're looking at those things all the time, and as we roll out more and more schemes, we will obviously take on some of those new ways of learning and new methods of delivery and hopefully start to show some of those benefits.
One's a point and one's a question. One, as an occasional strategic highway user, signs that tell me which junction I'm on or which junction the delay is at mean absolutely nothing to me. I need to know place names. And the question really is about how do we address communicating with customers who aren't UK based? A lot of this traffic on the strategic network is actually HGVs, particularly nearer at the ports in the east and the southeast and up the east coast. How do we deal with addressing the information that they need and also to help them travel across the network more efficiently from your point of view?
Okay, so on your first question, we are changing the sign, so I'm pleased to be able to say that, and place names will be appearing on VMSs near you fairly soon, so I'm delighted to be able to say that because that's customer feedback that we've had. We've had a lot, and so we're working on that as we speak. On the second point, we do some work around foreign drivers on our network, particularly with our commercial vehicle incident prevention team, again part of our professional technical solutions team. They have a lot of activity working with communities that support foreign driver experience on our network. We do things like issuing Fresnel lenses periodically so that because obviously they have side swipes on their vehicles, so we do some work around that. There is obviously always more that we can do.